What's up, everybody? This is Jose from Southern Life.
Hey, Kaden.
Welcome to Orlando, Florida at 2 in the morning. We're about to drive through the real streets of Orlando. We're going to purposely drive through some kind of sketchy areas and you know, see what Orlando looks like at night. We're going to get off on Colonial, which is not far from here. It's the next exit off to this one. And we're going to see what Orlando looks like late at night. Super excited to be back in Orlando at night. I did some Uber driving last night in an area known as OBT, Orange Blossom Trail. And you got this going to Mercy Drive?
This is West Colonial, but I'll put it on Mercy.
Yeah, Mercy Drive. From Mercy Drive, and that's where we're going. And we're gonna see the real streets of Orlando at
Real
night.
streets.
We could also go to the Salvation Army and see the homeless camps first, although I think it's right behind these buildings here.
Yeah.
So I don't even think we should try that hard to get there. We're probably there if we just get driving. The idea is to see the worst of Orlando on purpose. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've seen the worst of Montgomery and Birmingham. I might as well see Orlando.
Orlando ain't got nothing on Birmingham. Montgomery.
I know.
It's definitely it's a city of 2.5 million in the metro, so it's a big city.
Yeah.
But it's nothing compared to Birmingham or those cities. Do you remember where the Salvation Army is, or where that area where the homeless people hang out? So the goal of today's video is to see the real streets of Orlando. So we're not going to go see if there's a Salvation Army anywhere near here. That's probably where it's going to be around. I mean, off the top of my head, I know it's back in here somewhere, but it's a neighborhood called Paramore, which is to the southwest side of this intersection. So if you give me a map, I could probably figure it out in a heartbeat.
Oh, I think I found it.
See where there's a stadium to the southwest?
No, I'm seeing shelters, so.
Alright, cool. Head there. Just around the block.
Literally.
Back that way?
Yep. You're supposed to go that way.
Yeah.
But I guess.
There's homeless people everywhere here. We'll head into Paramore. The goal of today's video is to show you like the worst of the worst of the worst. You see my okay?
Okay.
So like we're gonna purposely try to look at like what the grimiest crap is, and if we went to the nicest part of Orlando, it wouldn't be that exciting of a video. There's a few there. We just drove past some. Yeah, the stadium's over here, so it's back over this way. As long as we're heading south, we're good. This street will get us going in the right direction or wrong, depending on how you look at this. Yeah. Okay. This will get us going in the right or wrong direction, depending on how you look at it. But this is the area that has the most homelessness. Unless they've moved around since the last time we were here. It looks fancy. It looks like a fancy area of Orlando. Last night I Uber drove on OBT, which is also one of the most notorious parts of Orlando. Orange Blossom Trail. And I will admit, you know, I know the reputation that area has, and you know, girls walking around. I did see girls walking around, but I do have to admit, overall, at the passengers that I got at around 3 in the morning were older ladies going to work. I got a Mexican lady. I got a where's the other lady from? One was Mexican. One was Colombian, I believe. So this is kind of approaching the homeless area. So this is Paramore here. You can see there's already one person there. That's kind of like the homeless corridor of Orlando. Kind of a grimy inner city area. Let's drive around and see what we can find out here. Now the police in Florida has gone relentless on the homeless lately, so a lot of homeless people are in jail right now. They didn't kill nobody, they gotta let them go. In Sarasota, Florida, where we live, we recently saw a doctor who, you know, now when they let me backtrack a little so you understand the narrative here. And it is a narrative.
Yeah.
Of some sort. When the police arrest the homeless here in Florida, I get body cam footage of homeless arrests. The police ask the homeless a series of questions, and it is the following: would you like to go to a homeless shelter a rehab center, or look at all the garbage over there. That's crazy. I might be able to walk back there. I think that's worth seeing. That's a pile of garbage right there. I might have to walk back there short though. Give me a second, guys. I know I was talking. Look at all that. Is that all homeless camps over there?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's home. I wouldn't walk over there.
I wonder if I can walk up this alleyway and then get a shot from in front of it. There's gonna be a lot of homeless people. There's probably a good 20 homeless people back there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell your story.
Alright, sorry guys, I got distracted. There's a huge pile of homeless people there, but I would have to get it out on foot, and Katie doesn't want me to get out on foot. I don't mind doing it. On the streets, though.
Tell the story at this.
Okay, so when the cops, if you've been watching my body cam footage, the cops in Florida, the new protocol in Florida is I can take you to a homeless shelter, you can get arrested. That's because, there's a new sleeping law in Florida. Well, the homeless people always say, take me to jail. I'm not going to go to a homeless shelter, or I'm not going to go to one of your programs. One of these programs in Sarasota is a doctor who was recently arrested. This is the United States of America. For abusing the patients. Now, patients whom, let's not forget, give me a second, guys. Gotta concentrate here. The spots can be awfully dangerous. Sometimes there's people. It's quiet tonight.
A lot of people.
Yeah, it's a lot of people. More than usual, I think. I'm gonna have to take a right here. I don't want to stop this in a second. This is a Skid Row of Orlando here. Anyways, when the cops detain a homeless person, they give them the option of either you can go to a shelter, you can go to a rehab center, or you can go to jail. Most homeless people say, take me to jail. I'm not going to go to a homeless shelter. I'm not going to go to your little programs. In Sarasota, where we live, the programs have a reputation of being dangerous. I had heard from a few females that had told me about one doctor at one program that was being dangerous to the females, for lack of better terms, just to keep it PG-13. Turns out that this doctor recently got arrested for exploiting his job, and he's the director or the doctor at one of these programs. We entrusted him to help women who were vulnerable in society, and he took advantage of his occupation, I guess you could call it, to not help society. In fact, he used his psychological training to actually make their mental health crisis worse. Lack of better terms. Couldn't think of anything better to say. I think that's OBT over there. We're gonna slide down that street again, but I want to give it like a 5-minute interval. I don't want to just ride back through them again and make it obvious. Yeah. Go figure. So, the interesting thing about this doctor getting arrested is that I had 2 females in Sarasota who have told me that this particular program or doctor was dangerous, and that they were there and they ran away because the doctor was trying to hurt them. And I got the information, and I decided not to do anything about it, because sometimes you get some information and what am I going to do with it? The homeless people are doing a pretty good job of warning other homeless people not to end up in these programs because of what's going on. Doctor gets arrested. So the state of Florida offers the homeless the solution of going to a homeless shelter. Now, you guys also know that these things are also happening in homeless shelters. Homeless are never content in homeless shelters. That's a long story. But we know that the homeless are not content inside of homeless shelters. That's not even a matter of anything. They're not. 1,000 reasons. There are horror stories. In Tampa, Hope, which they call Tampa Dope, there's one story that 2 people told me, I don't know if it's credible or not, that something happened where one of the homeless people hurt one of the other homeless people. A male homeless person hurt a female homeless person, and the directors there tried to cover it up because they didn't want their their name to be tainted with these things happening, because there's actually like incentives for them from the government and stuff, and if they start reporting these things happening, it could make things sour for them. So even though this female was hurt by another homeless person that was at this place, they try to convince her that it didn't happen. So now this is off the what do you call it, off the record?
Yeah.
But not, I mean, as a YouTuber, working with homeless people, and I've interviewed hundreds of homeless people in Florida, there's off the record and on the record. Now, I, for a while, did off the record stories of homeless people telling us, okay, this is what we're going through, this is why we don't go to these shelters, this is why we don't go to these programs, and it's all been off the record. Now, we're starting to see on the record why the homeless people avoid these programs. And it's not looking good. Not looking good at all. Why the homeless people avoid these programs. It's no longer off the book stories. Now we're starting to see people actually get arrested. And I'm not going to tell you that the homeless people are the most credible people on earth. A lot of them are under substances and stuff. But, boy, there's some credibility to some of these stories now that we're starting to see people actually get arrested by the sheriff's departments for doing these things. So what do we do now? The sheriff's office approaches homeless people and says, well, join our program. Okay, join our program, and what happens when you join our program? Oh, you get hurt. These are the options that the state of Florida gives the homeless people. Those are the options. Go to this program where the doctors are hurting you. Go to this program where if something happens to you, we're going to cover it up because we can't lose the funding for the program. We can't afford this program sponsored by the sheriff's office to fail or to get a bad reputation or whatever the crap the problem is. Yeah, we can't afford to take that hit. We have to accept the failure. Anyways, it's disappointing to see the failure of the new homeless laws in Florida, to see the failure of all the programs they're offered. And like when they made this law, I told you guys they're not going to offer homeless people a solution that works, and they haven't offered homeless people a solution that works. What they've offered homeless people is just get arrested and go to jail. And they told us when they made these laws, they said, well, we're gonna. When they made these laws, they told us, well, we're gonna ensure that the homeless people have an option to go to a program before they get arrested. We're not just going to arrest them for being homeless. We're going to offer them a program they can go to. This is really quiet tonight. These are real homeless people here. See how quiet this is? There's nobody walking around. There's nobody preying on them. I want to guess there's going to be undercover cops in here between these homeless people that are making sure these people aren't getting victimized, because when it's this quiet like this, these are real homeless people here. They're not. I'm not saying these are angels here, but I'm saying is, this is a calm environment right here outside this shelter. Yes, they're sleeping outside unsheltered. In other states like California, they would at least allow them to have a tent. They don't allow them to have a tent in Florida. They force these elderly people to have to sleep outside unsheltered because the cops will come with knives and slice their tents. And they won't even let these people have a tent. At least in Skid Row, they let them have a freaking tent so they're not sleeping out in the rain, bro. It's frustrating what they're doing to the homeless people in the United States. It's tyrannical, it's evil, it's malicious. And then they say, well, we don't want them to get comfortable. Who the crap is going to get comfortable living like this, bro? These apartments are rough right here. I don't know what's going on up in there. I think this is OBT right here, right? Mm-hmm. Let's go to Pine Hills first. And then I'm pretty sure this is OBT up there. Eventually we're going to ride down OBT and show all the women that are out and about, if we can call it that. It's frustrating. This is OBT, aka Orange Blossom Trail. Known place for people females being abused. Known. We're 8 minutes away. We'll come back to OBT. Let's ride down the Pine Hills. We'll come back to here. It's a little frustrating, really, what's happening with the homeless people. You know, the options that they're offered are garbage. When we drive through there and you see that all those people are just sleeping at 2 in the morning, it's a good thing. It means that the cops have ran out the ones that are causing trouble and locked them up, and the ones that are left there is just elderly and disabled people that are sleeping on the sidewalk, and they're able to sleep tonight. Because what happens to homeless people in some of these cities is that they're not even able to sleep at night. They can't sleep at night because they're getting robbed. There's junkies running around robbing them. It's like in Bradenton, Florida, where I live, the homeless can't even sleep at night. The only reason the homeless have been able to sleep at night in Bradenton is because there's 2 police officers that are parking themselves, sometimes 3, and you know they have a downtime. So like in Bradenton, I think they're allowed 45 minutes in a place, and then 2 hours of patrolling or something like that, right? And many police officers are now choosing that they're oh snap, look at the rim now. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. My Chevy sits so high up.
That's not a Chevy.
It feel like an alien in a UFO. His lights are turned off.
I
But he's
think
got
it's
lights
a
on.
BMW.
No, it looks like a Malibu.
No, that's a
My
BMW.
Chevy sits so high. Caribbean Food Mart. It's up off the floor. It feel like a Chevy. It's a UFO. In the 407. My Chevy look like a wagon. My interior. He ran on red. He blew the red light.
Yep.
Didn't he? Did he really?
Mm-hmm.
Or did he stop? Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie Fiator.
Brand new gas station.
Interior. Oh, that's an Infinity. What is? Oh, you're right. It is a BMW.
Yeah, I showed you.
I look like a Malibu.
I'm not crazy.
My Chevy sits so high up. Yeah, buddy. At least turn on your headlights, though. Dang it.
Tail lights.
They're both off.
Yeah.
Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie Fiator. And the person right there's on a wheelchair. You can tell he's like, looks like he's 80 years old, man. The city I love. The old town, baby. I claim it all as my block. Some say that's absurd. But my town has the complexion of a turd. I'm sorry, Orlando. That was wrong. Anybody from Orlando knows the song and is getting ready to just about unsubscribe from the channel right about now. Like, you're not going to diss our song like that. It's
the only thing we got. It's the only thing we got.
Yeah. We don't have a Chris Brown. We don't have a Bobby Brown. We don't have a Bobby Jones. We don't have nothing. The only thing we got is a song from 1993 about Orlando. You gonna make fun of that, Jose? The only thing we got. They ain't got no rappers. They ain't got no. Well, there's that Glock something guy.
Yeah.
Bless his heart.
And they don't want to be known as the birthplace of boy bands.
Oh yeah, isn't there like a bunch of boy bands from here?
All the boyfriend.
That's not exactly something you want to be known for.
All the boy bands got started here and were run out of here in the 90s.
I have to admit, this has to be the most hood corner. I mean, what's going on here? They
They're
repair your phone.
shoes.
Okay.
They'll sell you a wig. They'll sell you some
Vapes.
shoes.
They'll fix your phone. They'll buy your
give
phone.
you a boost phone.
They'll unlock your phone. They'll steal your phone.
They'll cut your hair.
Okay.
They'll give you
get a
hair.
haircut. Yeah, they'll cut your hair and give you. That's a very diverse business right there. We'll do your taxes. We'll help you get rid of your baby mama. We will. We'll do just about everything. Pump gas. Get some grill. We'll make some grill.
We'll help you if you get constipated.
Grill.
Like,
grill
literally.
on the plate. Grill down the lake. Grill. I got Katie eating grill.
I've eaten grill. I try to limit it to once or twice a
Yeah,
year.
because we don't want to die from a heart attack.
No, just because of the after effects.
Yeah, grill's not something you should eat if you're not used to Haitian food.
Yeah.
I love Haitian food, but even to this day, I have to admit,
Yeah.
if you can hold down Haitian food without a explosive effect,
Yeah.
Haitian food is strong on spices. It's not.
Yeah.
Like, I'll recommend Haitian food to people.
I like it.
Like, the first 30 to 40 times you have it, you're just gonna, like, die. I don't know what it is. It's just not everybody. This is the most gangster looking parking lot I've ever seen.
We buy scrap metal
Oh, is this a scrapyard here?
out of a plaza.
Why are they buying scrap metal at a plaza? This is. Look at this little Camry doll. He's from Puerto Rico.
They're sleeping in the car.
Oh, that's gotta be horrible. That's the horrible thing about Orlando. There's so many people sleeping in cars. I wouldn't doubt half these people are sleeping in their cars. These cars are for sale. Okay, I can tell you that the person who owns this dealership, see this van parked right here? They're sleeping in their car.
Definitely.
Yeah, they're sleeping in their car. It's so sad. Like, the amount of people that are sleeping in cars in Florida. Like, the homeless problem here, it doesn't have an end to it, man. I mean, it's bad.
I think the numbers are grossly underreported.
Oh, at this point, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, every single empty lot.
You were like, oh, it's probably only about like maybe 2 times what the thing was. Like you said, like 2 years ago when we started getting into this. I'm like, no, it's got to be probably 4 or 5 times because
There's no time.
you've got so many people that are transient.
You got the ones that they're transient, but then the real issue of homelessness is the ones that are good at hiding it. They know it's a crime, so they're gonna hide it.
Yeah.
I mean, I had Colombian food earlier, and I'm still dealing with the beans right now. I'm like, I almost like I felt it in my mouth.
Yeah.
I might have to buy like a acid reflux pill.
Yeah.
That's the thing about Latin food. Like, even me that grew up around there, like, I struggle with it. It's heavy.
And the thing is, like, when you get into your 30s, your body kind of changes, and it happens with a lot of people. It's not just us, it's a lot of people. Like 30s and 40s, your stomach changes, so you can't do the things that you used to do. So now you have to change and adapt. And that's something that I'm constantly... Yeah. It's something I'm constantly dealing with all the time.
We'll be in the hood here in a minute, guys. I'm just driving through. Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. It got a repossessionator because I don't have no money. Florida situation is horrendous. I think it's bad everywhere. I mean, like, we were in Atlanta, it was horrendous, right?
Yeah.
We were in Nashville, it's horrendous. We were in Louisville, it's horrendous. Indianapolis, the whole country's a mess right now. Homelessness is out of control. And just because the stock markets are, well, now they're crashing now, but they've been up for a long run. Just because the rich people are making more money, that's why we're struggling. I'm going to ask you guys this. I'm not going to tell you how much I spend on food. I tell you guys a lot of stuff about me. Me and Katie sit down tonight and we did some budgeting on how much we're spending on food. I couldn't believe the number. If you are 2 people, a household, or you have a kid, Katie will eat for 1.5. How much are you spending right now on food? Let's be real. Just be real, because I feel like a lot of people are under the presumption, like when you hear these videos, like, well, we budgeted $400 a month for food. But that's not realistic today.
No.
I mean, I know people that are disabled and they have to live on $800 for everything. I'm not just saying not just food. I mean, everything. There's people that they have $800 or $1,000 for everything. If they're lucky if they're getting $1,100 or $1,200. for everything. Everything. I know, but people live off it. Some are homeless. Some have a place to live, but they're only getting $800, $1,000, or $1,100 a month. That's all they got to live on. They're disabled. They make it work, right? But let's be real, like real, like normal, like millennials, for example. How much are you actually spending on food a month? Because me and Katie did the math, and I'd show it to you guys. I literally have to print it out because I don't think they would believe it.
Yeah.
We're not gonna say the amount.
No.
But I feel like if I did say the amount, I don't think people would believe it.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, me and Katie know what the amount is.
Yeah.
But give you an example today. Now we're on the road, okay? We're not home. How much was our Starbucks this morning?
We didn't get what we usually get, so
We didn't.
at $20.
It's usually 36.
Yeah.
Today we spent 20. How much was the food? 100? It was
With
80.
with
With tip
tip.
was 100.
Yeah.
We spent $120 on food today. Let's be real. Me and Katie spent $120 on food today. Do the math. I'm not gonna put a number on it. Now, why are we on Balboa? Is this Mercy Drive? What are we on?
Mercy is coming up.
Mercy is north to south. Where are we? Can I see that right?
It's taking you to Mercy.
No, it's taking us to Pine Hills. Hi, Katie. GPS Mercy Drive. I know what Mercy Drive looks like, and this ain't it. I know this ain't it, though. Your GPS Pine Hills, which is a pretty crappy area. Yeah, we passed it a long time ago. We're in Pine Hills now, aka Crime Hills. I knew it felt like it was too far away. Okay. Is there a way to go around the top, or is it only turning back around the only way?
Turning is the only way.
So this is Pine Hills here, aka Crime Hills, most notorious neighborhood. In fact, the po-po dog. Look at 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 the po-po. Po-po dog. Po-po dog. Po-po. Po-po. Orlando po-po. Orlando po-po dog. Look at the 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 po-po dog. If your neighborhood's known as Crime Hills, that's pretty bad.
Mm-hmm. Or even Crime Manor.
That's another bad one.
Yeah.
There was a news reporter that was killed here last year, remember? He was covering a homicide, and I guess the person who committed the homicide didn't want the news story out, and he whacked the reporter.
Mm-hmm.
A real reporter. He was a real journalist. He actually went to journalism school. That's a real journalist right there. But he was in the frying pan, covering stories out here. A real journalist. It's crazy. Unbelievable. That one hit close to home for me because I feel like, it's practically what we're doing right now. It's not exactly, I'm not a licensed journalist like he was, went to 4 years of school for it, but you're out here reporting on the streets and stuff like that. You're a street journalist, a clandestine journalist.
You can borrow money 24 hours a day.
That's horrendous. I mean, the notion that is so predatory. Is that really where you can borrow money 24 hours a day?
Mm-hmm.
You know how predatory that is? I mean, really, do you know how predatory that? The interest rates are capped out. Really, like, those businesses are all illegal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the interest rates, the APR highest is like 28%, but these loans are like 400% or some crap like that.
Mm-hmm.
You have to pay it back, and then technically they're not charging you interest; they're charging you a fee. Ain't that something?
Check cashing.
Those businesses should all. I mean, they don't help people. All those businesses do is trap people in a payday cycle they never get out of.
Yeah.
They should close all those businesses. They do more harm than good. I mean, think about the type of person that loan sharks finds a loophole to loan shark people, even though it's illegal to do it either way.
Yeah.
I mean, it should just be illegal. You know, the state of Florida makes all these laws. Every day there's a new law. Make a law that actually helps people. This gas station right here is usually lit. Let's see, it's pretty quiet tonight. Orlando's awfully quiet and empty. There's nothing going on in Orlando. Smells like fent. You smell it?
Yeah.
Somebody's burning fent.
But you know what? All these people that they've arrested, just give it about 6 months, you'll see a bunch of people back on the streets. It doesn't. They can't hold them forever.
Yeah, I mean, unless they catch them with more than a few, 4 grams of fentanyl is a felony. No homeless person has that. I mean, it's crazy that now they're catching a homeless person with personal use. I mean, some of these homeless people, it's getting phased out either way. They arrested in Pinellas County. They arrested somebody that was selling to an undercover, and they ended up. Oh, it's getting foggy again. Turn on that. They were getting for an old 1100, so 40 a brick. That's pretty freaking high. Usually it's like $7.50 and all. So 27 a brick is high. They were paying in Pinellas County 40 a brick. That's crazy. Just goes to show. I think now it's just that there's less supply. Prices are going to go back up again. Crap goes through phases too, you know. If people are dying, you know, you need return customers. You can't get a return customer if people are passing away. It's kind of not good for business.
Yeah.
If you lose them all.
Yeah.
I don't know. All types of predatory businesses exist. Some are illegal, some are legal. I feel like if the guy that's pushing that crap onto the street gets 10, 15 years, the guy at the loan shark place should get 50 years. I mean, the types of predatory businesses that exist in these hoods are just unbelievable. So there's like people that'll set up satellite dishes. This is another one I haven't talked about on our YouTube channel, but here's another one that it's, you know, they're usually taking advantage of people that are elderly. Or there's somebody walking on this wall there. Be careful. They'll set up illegal satellite service. Just a random guy will set up illegal satellite service, and then those guys are able to turn it on or off. Are we on Mercy Drive? Oh, beautiful. What a nice little area. I'm not gonna lie. Is it me or is it rougher in downtown than around here?
Yeah.
I don't see nobody hanging out.
Yeah. I was enjoying your story.
Oh, yeah. So, this new one, it's been out forever actually. They sell satellite services to people illegally. So it's just some random guy out of the back of his van who set up a satellite service for people. This guy's not licensed. This guy's not nothing. It's clandestine. It's a clandestine satellite installer. This guy will set up people's satellite service, and then he'll end up. How do you get back to those apartments back there? They're gated, ain't it?
Yeah.
Can't get back there. I thought there were some other projects off of Mercy Drive. A lot of police out here, man.
Food assistance over here.
Huh?
Food assistance.
Yeah. They charge people like $100 a month to set up this illegal service. The crazy thing about it is, in reality, you don't even need. All it is like those just, if you have internet, it's already there on like a Hulu or something, right? So they charge these people for this internet connection that isn't even real, like $100 a month, and it's like, let's say it's a Spanish person, they want to get news channels from Miami, or a Haitian person, and they want to get like their Haitian TV or whatever. So they'll charge them $100 a month, but then every once in a while, they'll come around, and it's like a Cash App or something, or they wire them the money. There's a car behind us that's following, by the way.
Okay.
Could be a cop that's curious into what we're doing. Or it could be somebody here who wants to know why the crap we're back here. So just so you know, there's a car following us.
Okay.
He's being real discreet about it, but he is following us.
Yeah.
Anyways, like they'll grab somebody and then what they do is they come around, and every once in a while they drive by your house and then they disconnect it, because they know how to disconnect it. They set it up and then they drop it. And when they drop it, then they charge the person to reinstall it. So here's the hustle. They set it up and they charge you a monthly service. But then every once in a while, they'll also charge you then they'll drive by and then they'll drop it, and then they'll charge you to reinstall it. So they'll be like, oh, if it ever, here's so much money a month, which it's already an exorbitantly high price. But they'll set it up for you, make it easy, and they'll even do like automatic withdrawals and everything. See the map real quick. I could have sworn there was like a public housing project in here that you were able to drive through. Oh, I see. It's off of that street over there. Off of Judge. Okay. That's what I thought. I knew it was around here. It's been a while since we've been around, and I forgot stuff. Yeah, and then they'll tell people, well, if it ever fails for $120, I'll hook it up again. And guess what? It fails because they drop it on purpose. So like twice a year, they'll charge them another $120 to come around and mysteriously reconnect it because it failed. And keep in mind, they're paying a service that's like nothing. Like, this cop's gonna pull us over.
You think so?
Oh yeah, facts. Facts.
No, he's talking
to somebody.
Yeah.
No, that's not parked on the road. I was like, yeah.
No, he's
talking to him. Like I don't know how they set up the service. They're probably paying $20 a month for this, and they're over here charging these people $100, and twice a year they come around and knock it down and charge them another $120 to reconnect it or something, And they get 40 people set up like that, or 100 people set up like that. And the point being, like, Florida is so scummy. Like, people come up with scams here that don't exist anywhere else on earth but in Florida. And the sad thing is, like, a lot of these people, all they need is a Wi-Fi, and you can get Hulu, and it'll have the same exact thing for free. Like, all you need is, like, Hulu.
Roku,
whatever. Yeah, whatever the crap it is. Yeah, I don't know. I don't pay none of that crap. Okay, they fenced this one off, too?
Mm-hmm.
Can you go in there or no?
Yeah.
Palm Grove Apartments. Palm Grove Gardens. Splendid little area. Want to head back over to, let's take Orange Blossom Trail so they can see the ladies overnight.
OBT.
Okay. Oh, can't go. There's nowhere to go back here. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought there was something back here.
Oh, you were trying to go. You trying to go over to that swing, Jose?
Yeah, we were gonna go swing at night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, OBT it is. OBT, take me home to the place. OBT, OBTE, OBTN, OBT. That's another one of the. What other scams have we not talked about? Here's one that the government does, and this was this guy's actually in. I'm not gonna say his name. If you're from South Florida, you know who it is. But he's actually pretty big now. I think he's. What is he now? The Cuban guy. Orange Blossom Trail.
Okay.
Are they putting apartments out here?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
They're probably low income though. Like you have to qualify by being broke.
Mm-hmm.
We're not broke enough. I mean, we're broke, but not broke enough to live out here. I recently found out that I'm not broke. I'm too. I'm not saying I'm too rich because that wouldn't make sense, but I'm not broke enough to qualify for being broke. Some of these apartments like that. Oh, sir, you make $10,000 a year. You can't live here.
Mm-hmm.
OBT it is. Let's get on it.
Mm-hmm.
GPS OBT?
Yeah.
Orange Blossom Trail. Go back in here. No, maybe not. Alright. Let's go. I can't believe they're building like new apartments out here. That's crazy. Look at this. Can you imagine living out here? Like, I live in a luxury apartment off of Pine Hills. Luxury living in a luxury setting.
Luxury living.
Luxury living. Somebody from New York moves out here. Like, I live in a luxury apartment complex in Orlando.
I get to go to Disney every single day.
The Transformers blow out every Friday night. You can hear Transformers blowing across the street. This street runs like the whole length of Orlando, but it's under construction further south, so we'll avoid it.
Okay.
I'll go on OBT, it's more exciting either way.
John Young.
Yeah. I got stuck on this road last night while driving.
Okay.
Horrendous. Horrendous.
Were you on OBT last night?
I was, and I did see one girl walking. Just one. One and only girl out there on Tuesday night.
Well, it's Wednesday, so we'll see if it's more exciting on Wednesday.
The work ethic, you know, being out there at 4 in the morning on a Tuesday night. Anyways, Marco Polo. I can't remember the guy's name. He's like a something now.
Oh, okay.
Him and his buddies ran a scam in Florida where they would make parks for the state. Sounds great, huh? We made a park for the state of Florida. You know what they were really doing? They were digging holes and using them as quarries. Okay? They were making quarries. Let me I'm gonna have to hit this so that it defrosts. It's gonna get hot. Or not. Is it clear up? They would dig a hole, use the dirt for quarries, and then once they were done, they would say that they made a park for the state. We're making a park, put some trees around it. Yeah, buddy. I haven't seen a Chrysler in decades. Remember when that was like the most gangster car to have? I'm sure they're all in junkyards by now. That was like the coolest thing you could have had when we were like teenagers.
Yeah.
I love how there's like 5 people blasting music at this intersection to the point where you can't tell which is which.
Yeah.
If you slow your window, it's just like 10 different songs playing at once.
It's like overload. And my brain is trying to dissect all of them.
Yeah, there's... Well... Yeah, they would like dig a hole, and then they would call it a park, and they put trees around it, and we made a park for the state of Florida. But they were really just digging holes and using them as quarries, and then it would sell the dirt. Ain't that crazy? They ran that in Florida for a while, and we're making a nature trail because the Western Way. That sign is so cool.
Yeah. That's the Magic Mall.
The Magic Mall over there. Anyways, the world is so crooked. There's so many scams, and we're in Orlando, so I'm inspired to talk about fraud and this scam because.
Oh yeah, this is headquarters.
Yeah. You know, I think that girl. When I think about that girl at that motel at the hotel today.
Yeah.
I think she might have been trying to bait us to hit her, so that she might have been trying to bait us so that we'd hit her so she could sue us.
That's what I think.
She was probably trying to bait us because why would somebody like
act like that?
You'd have to be like 3 brain cells to act like that.
She was going after me because she wanted to bait me.
She wanted to bait you. When she saw a fat white woman, she said, "Oh, this woman's racist. She's a racist white woman. Look at it. She's a fat racist white woman." Or she's jealous because you got the sexiest man on planet Earth, and she wanted your man. That's a possibility right there. I mean, I'm not bragging, but it's definitely...
I think she, like... I don't know.
I'm not bragging. Oh, this gas station stays lit right here.
This is a OBT right
This
here.
gas station stays lit. Remember we were hanging out here for the Florida Classic?
Yeah.
We missed it this year. I was too tired. Well, I wasn't too tired. It was a 4-hour drive.
Yeah.
Because of traffic.
Yeah.
Say bye-bye to that traffic, man. I'm afraid homeless people there on a bicycle. I'm actually afraid to go over the I think we're going to drive just a little bit on Orange Blossom. And then I don't want to go over an hour in this video.
Okay.
We can make another night drive video, but I don't want to go. What's going on? These apartments back here are really crappy. Like that right there is really grimy. Back in there. Police up ahead. If the video's over an hour, it's almost impossible
to get off. Yeah.
Yeah. It is almost impossible to get off. Or you can also edit the video into a shorter version with just the highlights.
Yeah.
That's a possibility too. I like raw, unedited, long videos. So
Yeah.
they do pretty well. Somebody will watch the whole thing. Everybody? No. Somebody? Yes.
Yes. Make sure you comment that you watched the whole video if you did.
Yeah, if you made it to this point in the video, let me know, man. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's like you're in the back seat with us right now.
Or if you
It's a
scrolled,
lot more
tell
active
me
tonight
you
than it was
scrolled,
last night.
and you've reached this point.
It's a little more active tonight than last night. It was like a ghost town out here. And I Uber drove on OBT, right?
Yeah.
I Uber drove. And, you know, this area has just a bad reputation. I got a Mexican lady going to work. I got a Colombian lady going to work, a Cuban lady, the guy with the 300 right here. Yeah, buddy. That was like, you were the coolest guy back in the 2000s. That guy would have been cool 20 years ago. That guy right there would have been cool 20 years ago. It feels wrong to say that.
Yeah.
I'm not exaggerating. We're 36.
No, we're not.
35?
You're 35.
I don't know. Do you really think I know how old I am? Do you really think I know how old I am?
I'm not 35 yet.
I'm glad I was born in a year that ends in a 0, and I'm able to know how old I am based off the year it is. Because I do not know how old I am.
Then why did you just say you were 36?
Even then, it's hard enough. I'm just rounding it up or down, or I'm not. I don't. Do you think that after you get married, why does it even matter after you get married how old you are? Like, people be asking me, where do you live? I'm like, you think I know my address? I don't. I've lived in 5 places in the last 5 years. I have no idea where I live. You like somebody asks you, you don't know your zip code? Like, do you think I know my zip code? I don't. I really don't.
Like, I've heard him.
What's going on there?
Like, he had to have the address for something, and I was home, so he called me to ask what our address was.
That's a lot of police, dude.
Yeah.
That's serious. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a lot of police. Let's let these cars pass. Wow, that's not a normal event. That's a lot of police. Well,
you might want to back off.
we got. Was there something on the ground? That's a lot of police. I mean,
Yeah.
no, if you're 25 feet away, you're good.
Yeah.
Law stipulates you gotta be 25 feet away. So if you're 25 feet away,
Yeah.
we're good. That's a lot of police, though. That's not normal.
Yeah.
Do they have a car detained or what?
There's one guy and he's in a weird position, and
We'll find out. you're allowed to be 25 feet away, so we're good.
Yeah.
There's like 150 feet here.
Yeah.
That's a lot going on right there. That's not a small scene. There is a lot going on there. I can zoom in.
They pulled someone over, so
yeah. Now there's a lot going on here. We need to get a better camera that can zoom into stuff.
Yeah.
Like the ones we have now are not cutting it.
Yeah.
No, they're good cameras, but like we need to like really
get a very
like a good
camera.
shot and stuff like this, and we'll need a better camera. It's kind of foggy and flaky.
What kind of camera do you think we should get?
A better one.
What's a better one?
Whatever a better camera is.
I don't know what a better camera is.
Can I see your phone? Let me see if I can get a zoom in on yours.
That's your phone.
The other one, whatever the one is here. How many like police cars are there? 5?
6. 1, 2, 3, 4,
okay,
5,
I can see
6.
from here now with the other phone. Oh, get wet. I don't know. There's a lot of evidence here going on here. Yeah, you can really zoom in with this one.
I'm tired.
There's a lot of evidence going on over here.
They're like staring at us.
They can stare all they want. We're far away.
Yeah.
I'm getting some solid footage here that I need for my channel. There's a lot of evidence over there.
Yeah.
For B-rolls and stuff, when we make Orlando videos, like this is
incredible.
This is gold right here. Y'all bear with me for a minute. I'll be out of here in a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of.
Relax. We're doing our job. They're doing theirs.
Okay.
There's a lot of evidence here. Let's get going.
Yeah.
So it's a little Corolla. I don't know why this camera. I'm not gonna try to make it. It's an hour-long video. It's already complicated enough.
Why do you have it?
We got another one coming over here. There's another thing going on over there. Look.
Odd.
Yeah. This is OBT at night. Like.
Yeah.
This is real, guys. I'm gonna check out. I think I'm gonna start another video. Or
All
not.
right.
I'll stop it at an hour. How about that? We'll give them an hour solid, and we'll do it again.
Yeah.
Nobody coming on that end? Okay, I can't see.
I can't see nothing. No, it's going.
I got somebody else pulled over here. This is a really high crime.
And there's some other, like 2 other scenes.
No, yeah. This is OBT at night, dude. It's insane. That was some good footage right there, though. That'll be some good B-roll footage right there. That Orlando video I'm gonna make when I get back. That's the footage we needed. So you can get this phone that we're recording with. You can get it to record really good quality videos. The problem is, well, frankly, the real problem is that it's already like recording an hour-long video. So if you start messing with it, you're not gonna. There's a dude over here on a bicycle. That's what they got right here. Yeah, he looks suspicious. I saw him when we came in.
Yeah.
He's going. Is this a street? I'm just gonna pretend like I'm going in here. Yeah, we're going in here all of a sudden.
Is that like a street?
Yeah. This is it. This is definitely where we're going. Polk Street. Sounds about right. Yeah, this looks. Wow, trenches. I don't even feel safe with the fact that there's cops a block away here. This seems. Wow, I don't even feel safe with the fact there's a cop there. I'm not even kidding you. I'm gonna skeet up. Alright. Yikes. Not even with the fact there's a cop a block away do I feel safe. dude stared into my soul. Like, why you in my hood, dog? This cracker's in my hood with a camera, dog. He's in my hood, dog. This cracker's in my hood, dog. Man, I can't have crackers in my hood, dog. I don't know, like, Orlando has its little places, man. Orlando's got its little spots. We'll stop this at exactly an hour, and then we'll do another one. Just about OBT. So we got about 5 more minutes on this one. I'll stop it at exactly an hour. So there's somebody in there. They got a little electric scooter.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I drove past the street, I saw like the people on the bicycles. So I was like, yeah, that kind of looks super suspicious back there. I like how they don't like. I mean, when we drove past, like there was some small talk about us driving past, but it wasn't like a full-on like why does crack in my hood type stuff. I hate when people do that. I hate that crap when you're just like driving through, and they're like, "This cracker's in my hood, dog. This cracker's." This guy's gonna get detained. He's calling for more cops. They're gonna search him. Well, what's the probable cause? There's another one now, so we'll spin back around. There's 2 now, so they're gonna arrest him. Wow, dude, this is like crime central. Unbelievable. I would spin around this block again. This guy's gonna get arrested. Do you mind if I park somewhere, just walk around and get like real close-ups of all this action here? Because that's what would really get views. You with me on that? Yeah, when he called another cop, he's definitely gonna arrest that dude. I'll show you guys real quick. Definitely gonna get arrested. Definitely gonna get arrested. Calling for another one. What's the probable cause on somebody on a bicycle? No lights on a bicycle. But then they're gonna search him and arrest him. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, this light's about to change. Let's go. And this is what, a Wednesday night? Not even a Friday out here. This is just another weekday out here. Nuts. You see how this is right here? This is about what Kissimmee was like last night we were driving.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Except for in Kissimmee you have aggressive panhandlers, and here you don't. It's about the only difference is in Kissimmee you have aggressive panhandlers. Yeah.
Was there any walkers last night in Kissimmee?
No, I didn't see any. No, it's only here on OBT.
Oh, okay.
I thought it's definitely getting locked up, bro. They got like 5 police cars and evidence. Yep, they're on the ground with handcuffs.
Okay.
So around here, look, and it's crazy. Like that girl's walking on the street. I want to get out and just get some better B-roll. It's a little risky. That person's street walking or homeless panhandling. Yeah, it might be about the same. Maybe it wasn't this bad, but there was a lot going on last night on in Kissimmee. It was a lot.
Yeah.
Like literally. Get the other phone ready. We're at 2 minutes here. There was a lot. Like there was too much going on for what should have been a weeknight. It was definitely kind of like Bradenton levels of crime.
Yeah.
Very comparable to Bradenton.
Okay.
The girls are a little bit further ahead.
You're all set.
And they have jacked up their prices. You wouldn't believe.
I hope if you try that, you find something horrible.
Self-snitching right there. No, I wouldn't dare. That would be like some hilarious like self-snitching right there. Like, you wouldn't believe how much they've jacked up their prices. Like, how would you happen to know? I love how you understand my sense of humor. Most women would have like shook their guys out right then and there. You got it. You're cool.
I wouldn't do it on camera. Why you stay at the camera, Jose?
I gotta turn it off.